sophomore is going to be much needed in this one.
Yeah, Seton Hall has missed her dearly. Not only, obviously, she's one of their better players, but she's their floor leader. She has the ball in her hands a lot, so it's really, really happy to see her back in the starting lineup.
And we're getting rolling in this one. It's time for Big East Hoops. Let's get started. First possession for the Hall. Wide open for the freshman Bishop. It's a three.
What a great possession there by Seton Hall to start the game. They moved the ball side to side, got a wide open three for Bishop. It's a great sign for Seton Hall.
Going to see a lot of Jaden Mason bringing the ball up the floor today. She controls.
Yeah, really good player, shooting almost 50% from three right now, averaging 10 points a game for Marquette. She's really playing well this year.
This Golden Eagle squad is so good from beyond the perimeter. And Forbes, here's the forward. She misses off the rim, rebounded by Codio.
Let's see here. Seton Hall pushed the tempo. They've been doing a better job, and they've won 4 of the last 5. They're doing a much better job in transition attacking.
Freshman dishes to Valenzuela. A three, no good.
That would have been huge if that went down for Seton Hall to start 6-0. But again, a really good look for Seton Hall, doing a really good job on the offensive end, moving it side to side, making Marquette guard them.
One of the big things that Coach Bozzella talked about in this matchup was stopping Marquette at scoring in the first 10 seconds. They're one of the best teams in the country in the first 10 seconds of that shot clock. Volker, shot fake, steps inside, and it's pure. Marquette's on the board.
Sorry, yeah, absolutely. And then what they did right there, they wanted to get Forbes off the three-point line, they did. They wanted to get Volker off the three-point line, they did. Seton Hall will live with those pull-up twos, because that's not what Marquette does really well. So that's a good job by them, but even better job by Marquette knocking it down.
Eads off the screen. She looks real comfortable to start this one. Bishop, the freshman, blocked. And Weiss comes up with it. Marquette in transition.
Coach Bozzella said he's really nervous about their transition. They do a good job of scoring, so a really good job by Seton there stopping them early.
Catalan hit a screen. That ball's loose. Weiss comes up with it.
Really good screen there by Marquette, setting the tone. You're going to see a very physical game tonight. You saw on that screen. Be aware that you're going to see that all night long.
We wouldn't be watching Big East Hoops if there wasn't some contact on the floor.
Absolutely.
Here's Codio to the cup. Nice physical finish from the forward.
Yeah, I don't think Marquette has an answer for her. I don't think a lot of teams have an answer for Codio. I think that's why she's really starting to play well. She's a hard guard inside out. She's doing a really good job.
Volker with a nice move. Double teamed. Tries to finish it through, but she's fouled by Bishop.
Great move there by Volker. That's a senior going against a freshman. You saw her use the step through right there. Got Zahara Bishop to bite a little bit, and that's just a savvy senior move.
Kara Consuegra in her second season. The Iowa alum has been phenomenal as she makes her way back to Marquette, where she was an assistant coach for 7 seasons. Volker with the first free throw.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. Big East Coach of the Year last year, 21 wins, just missed the NCAA tournament, went to the WBIT. What a great job she did in her first year, and again, off to a hot start in her second year.
Volker makes the second. Consuegra tied her former head coach that she was under for the second fastest to 20 wins in program history, 28 games. Bishop, nice fadeaway two, can't get it to fall, and Forbes is there using that height. Here's the transition game for Marquette. They're so good at moving the ball, and Weiss falls as she makes that one.
Weiss took a similar shot to Bishop. She was just able to finish it, a fadeaway right there. But again, great job by Marquette, pushing that up. Weiss gets down low, gets good position, able to knock it down.
3-point game in the opening minutes. Golden Eagles have the early lead. Bishop with 15. Trying to get a paint touch. Back out to Codio with 10. Pirates looking for some offense. Really long too, and it's short. Last touch by a Golden Eagle. It'll stay with Seton Hall. That's a desperate second chance opportunity that they're going to be afforded.
Yeah, really good job there by Valenzuela to keep that ball alive. Seton Hall is first on the offensive glass in the Big East. You can see it right there. Again, she doesn't get the rebound clean, but she keeps it so they get another opportunity on the offensive end.
Tony Bozzella leading this group in his 13th season. Codio off the inbound, too strong. There's Mason again. This team is lightning quick in transition. Weiss to Forbes, contact underneath. Forbes keeps it alive. Forbes in the pocket, gives it back up. Seton Hall forcing Marquette to be deep on the perimeter with those passes. Now inside to Weiss. She's been so good early in this one.
She's been so good for this last month. She really has been playing well. I mean, only 10 points against Creighton because they dominated that game, but in that Villanova game, 32 points. She was fantastic.
Career high in that one. Here's Seton Hall to try to answer now, down 5. And a foul on the floor. Catalan so good at drawing those fouls, whether on offense or on defense. Drawing nearly 8 or 6 a game, excuse me.
No, I was going to say every game we watch, I think she leads the team in fouls drawn, and that doesn't really go in the box score, but it's so important with the, when you get to the 5 fouls and you're able to shoot your foul shot. She just does such a great job doing that.
I was going to say that box score will add up at the charity stripe. There you go. Here's Codio with 15. Deep pass to Valenzuela. She comes up with it with heavy traffic, somehow gets her own rebound. Catalan a triple. No good. Seton Hall has gone cold. One of their last 8.
Two really good looks though right there. So I think Coach Bell will be happy with that and take that. And who else but Savannah Catalan stepping in, taking that offensive foul, exactly what we were just talking about.
And God bless her, because I would not want to be in front of the train that is Skylar Forbes.
Yeah, when you grow up with 2 older brothers, played a high-level Division I football, I think you're used to it. You see her step in right there. You're used to taking those hits, and she just pops right back up every time. It's amazing.
Catalan on the other end of the floor. Kraft checking in. She's been really good for this squad. That field goal percentage up nearly 20% from last season. Here's Codio, deep 3 with Forbes in her face. Too short. Last touched by the Pirates.
Yeah, Jacayla Kraft played really well against Marquette last year, too, in the matchup. She wasn't playing as much. She's obviously playing a lot more right now. She's that spark off the bench that they need, not afraid to shoot it, but she makes really good decisions when she's in there.
And I think it was just stepping inside the arc. That's really been the story for her. Didn't shoot it well from 3 last year, but that was a lot of her shots. 53%. She's tied for the most by a Pirate this season. And there's an answer. Hallie Weiss has 9 early. She hasn't missed.
Yeah, they're really struggling right now. Seton Hall isn't guarding that pick and roll, so they're going to have to make an adjustment right there and kind of take away either the drive or we worried about Weiss as we see Kraft right there getting in there for the layup.
Second chance for Kraft. Pirates haven't scored in the last 3 minutes. Here's the transition game with Volker. Weiss has had the hot hand, but she has to give it up. Porter with 15 on the right wing. Seton Hall doing a great job keeping the Golden Eagles inside the paint. Here's Forbes. 4 seconds now. Weiss has got to put it up. Drives to the cup, and there it is. Long possession.
But impressive.
For Marquette,
yeah,
but
really
didn't
impressive
come through.
possession right there. I mean, made them work for almost 30 seconds and got an uncontested layup. Really good job by them.
Seton Hall's got to find an answer. Valenzuela sets her feet. A triple's too short. Seton Hall 2 for 13 and 1 for 5 from beyond the perimeter. There's Volker fouled on her way.
Yeah, Seton Hall needed this media time coming up right now. They looked a little bit winded right there, so look for Coach Bedell to kind of calm them down, hopefully have a play coming out after these foul shots to get a bucket.
Marquette's got a 10-point lead in this one, and Hallie Weiss hasn't missed. She has been unstoppable for this group.
Yeah, she's like we talked about, she's been unstoppable feels like all month, but right there you see her with the wide open 3. She just does a really good job of picking her shots, getting open shots, and knocking them down.
After 85 years, the Jeep brand is still keeping it fresh, bringing you more choices, more features, and even more adventure for everyone. Start your adventure today with a great deal on a new Jeep brand vehicle. Jeep, there's only one.
Right now, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S-Gas model for $359 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends February 2nd. Visit your local Jeep brand dealer.
Great drive fuels the leaders of tomorrow and today. Great vision paves the way for a brighter future. Great ambition goes places, moving onward and upward. Great empathy finds strength in kindness and in each other, working together to create something bigger than they ever imagined. Great minds can change the world, and great minds start at Seton Hall.
Here we go from Mohegan Sun Arena.
How about this atmosphere? It's electric in here.
Sellout crowds 3 consecutive days. AZ5 is feeling it.
This is going to be a good one, John.
Oh, boy! The 10,000 here tell the story of how much they appreciate greatness. What a legacy.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify. Banking built for real life. No jargon. No hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more? Spend smarter? Build wealth? We've got your back. With 0 hidden fees and game-changing savings rates. This is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Great drive fuels the leaders of tomorrow and today. Great vision paves the way for a brighter future. Great ambition goes places, moving onward and upward. Great empathy finds strength in kindness and in each other, working together to create something bigger than they ever imagined. Great minds can change the world, and great minds start at Seton Hall.
Marquette on quite the run, but let's talk about the history between these two groups. Really interesting last year, Seton Hall coming out with their first win in the Al McGuire Center as these teams split, where each of them won in their opposing arenas.
Yeah, you don't see that too often, right? Usually you protect your home court, but each team went to the other team's court and was able to win. First time in Coach Adell's tenure here at Seton Hall, he was able to get the victory on the road. So really interesting to see how this one plays out tonight.
Messiah Hunter and Jada Bediako join the floor out of the timeout. Here's Messiah Hunter with a 3, no good. Kraft with a strong rebound. She goes up with it, no foul through the contact.
Yeah, she just turned around. There was 2 Marquette players right there. Smart, heady play by Marquette, staying straight up and not fouling.
Volker with a transition 3. Marquette is on fire.
They picked off right where they left off. I mean, winners of 3 straight, beat Creighton, beat Villanova. They really haven't taken their foot off the brake right now.
Pirates have got to find some life. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Marquette leads by 13. Catalan with 10. Catalan still trying to find anything. Pinckney got her defender to jump, and the 3's off the mark. Offensive rebound, Messiah Hunter. Catalan, another open look from 3, no good.
Seton Hall's getting good looks. They're doing a good job crashing. They're getting good looks. They're just not able to knock them down. Both teams coming off a bye. It looks like Seton Hall is a little bit rusty. They don't have their legs quite under them. So again, they just got to play through this. If they continue to get those open shots, they're going to knock them down.
Yeah, both teams last playing on January 8th. So honestly, 6 days of rest doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you're playing a Big East schedule, it is a lot. Jada Bediako's on the board with a 2.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get those 6 days off, you want to rest, but then you also want to be able to keep yourself in shape, so it's a fine line of how you're able to do that as a coaching staff.
Codio, little stop and go with Forbes. Mid-range, too strong. This first half is boding up to be a lot like it was in Providence.
Yeah, Seton Hall playing a lot of one-on-run right now. I think they're pressing a little bit because they're down. They just got to stay true to their offensive system, move the ball side to side, get open looks.
Mason with 14. Volker, wide open cross-court pass to Melmans. Off the mark, Bediako with a massive offensive rebound. Mason looking for an outlet pass. It's Forbes. No good. Zahara Bishop sliding on the floor, and her foot touches out of bounds. Doesn't feel good for the freshman.
Yeah, great hustle by there. Just inadvertently slipped. I don't know if there was some condensation down there, but good hustle. But again, Seton Hall got lucky right there. Gave up a lot of offense rebounds. As you see her going for the loose ball right there, just not able to corral it.
Now a third chance on this possession for Marquette alone.
Yeah, big minute 30 here. Seton Hall's got to score a couple baskets on one end and get some stops. Try to cut this lead into single digits if they can going into the second quarter.
Fresh 20 for the Golden Eagles. Vice back into the game as well.
See, Seton Hall came out in the zone here, trying to mix it up because obviously Marquette's very comfortable against their man-to-man right now. They're trying to give him another look, and it actually ends up being really good for them.
Messiah Hunter off the bench has been a spark, but Vice is slow to get up. Codio, long two on the other end, no good. Rebound, Messiah Hunter puts it right back up, no good again. A third chance for Seton Hall, and Jada Eads, we're going to get an injury timeout on the floor. Vice just got up for the first time since she went down, and you know, you wouldn't have thought coming into this game with the injury designation we gave her, she would jump out and shoot 100%, but she does not feel good, folks. She is slow to get up and limping over to that Marquette bench, and this would be a massive loss for Marquette. We cannot say it enough.
Yeah, she had a lower leg injury. That's why she was questionable. You can see her limping, so I don't know if she came down on that again. It'll be interesting to see if Marquette puts her back in, as you see right here on the replay. Yeah, it just looks like she comes down on that ankle. Maybe the lower leg injury was her ankle. We weren't exactly sure. So it'll be interesting to see if they play her today or just try to get her some rest, because obviously they need her for the long term.
We'll see who Kara Consuegra leans on. It looks like it's going to be Melman. You don't see a lot in this rotation for the Golden Eagles. Pirates are down 15. Let's see if they get a spark before the end of the quarter. Codio, a three. Way off the mark. Catalan, another offensive rebound. Fourth chance for Seton Hall on this possession alone. 7 seconds. Valenzuela spins, puts it up. Hook shot is good off the glass.
Seton Hall needed that bucket. Let's see if they can get a stop here and score again. You see, again, who else but Savannah Catalan coming up with the steal.
3-on-1. Codio to the cup. It's good.
Big 4-point swing right there by Seton Hall in a matter of only 20 seconds.
25 seconds. Volker's open in the corner. No answer. Volker chases her own shot. Goes through Catalan. It's a charge.
That is the Seton Hall team that we know that last minute they were settling in right there. Again, they're pressing, getting some baskets, taking advantage of Hallie Vice being out, have a little momentum right now. Can they score? Can they make it single digits going into the second quarter?
With their last gasp of air in this first quarter, that's been so hard to come by.
Yeah, the magical part about Walsh Gymnasium is the Seton Hall Pirates are never out. You're going to see them battle and battle and battle. Again, can they carry some momentum into the second quarter? Because they really have struggled offensively in this first quarter.
Shot clock dark, it's Eads. Eads double screen, going to the cup. Floater no good. Mason comes up with it, last second shot for the Golden Eagles, no good. Pirate. Women's basketball is brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. What an end to that quarter. We got to take another look at how that ended. Valenzuela with a massive bucket. Catalan answers as well. And, of course, she's there on the defensive end. Why wouldn't she be?
Yeah, those are the two players we talk about all season long. And you see Savannah right here getting the steal. You know, honestly, making the unselfish play and getting that layup for Jordana Codio. That's what Seton Hall has to do. They're rushing a little bit. They're pressing a little bit. Just continue to share the basketball. Understand that they can play from behind. They've done it all year. They're fine where they're at. They're at home. They're going to be able to cut into this deficit.
Down 11 now. Melman's corner three. Looked like Codio got a hand on that one.
Yeah, you saw Seton Hall come out in that 2-3 zone. They've been playing that a lot in this 4-game winning streak that they have, 4 out of the last 5. So expecting to come in and play it tonight. They just look like a better zone team sometimes than they do a man-to-man team.
You see the reverse on the other end. A lot of pressing man-to-man right now from the Golden Eagles. Eads has got 10. She's on the logo. Valenzuela from the corner. Pocket three.
You can't leave her open. That is her shot. Shooting in conference, 46% from 3. Huge three-pointer right there.
Golden Eagles got a reset. Melman's almost got an open look. The Butler transfer is going to be leaned on right now with Vice yet to return.
Yeah, that's why they went out and got her. She played great at Butler, not putting out the same stats as she does there, as you see Forbes right there from the shot. But again, that's why they brought her in for times like this.
Forbes 1 for 4 from the floor, and Codio lost that in transition. Marquette's not going to slow the pace at all. They're looking to speed it up.
You see Seton Hall now back into their one. They're switching up, trying to confuse Marquette a little bit on the offensive end, trying to slow them down, their high-scoring offense.
Bishop goes over the screen, but Volker slipped away. Luckily came up with the miss. 3 Pirates were stepping away from the rebound on that one, but they come up with it.
Yeah, Seton Hall got lucky. They got to work on their switching or their man-to-man defense against those ball screens. They're struggling right now to guard them.
Eads back toss to Valenzuela, and rebound from Porter. Walk on the other end. Zara Bishop doing a great job to avoid any contact there for a chance of a foul.
Yeah, really good job getting back. This has been a quick 2 minutes to start the second quarter. A lot of up and down, high pace right now. You can feel Seton Hall settles in right now. You can feel Marquette is starting to press a little bit. You can kind of feel the switch of the momentum.
And there it is, folks. Hallie Weiss back on the floor. How is that lower leg going to come into play? Bishop, the freshman, spinning, shooting, no good. Off front iron, Weiss is there with the board.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get those shots against a really disciplined, senior-led team like Marquette. Because again, you see the ball turned over right there. Seton Hall doing a lot of one-on-one. I think it's going to be hard to score like that against a good team like Marquette, who's held 4 teams to under 50 points this year.
Wild pass from Weiss. Still an 8-point game, 7:30 left, second quarter.
Big offensive possession right here from Seton Hall. Let's see what they run, who they're looking to get the shot for.
Trying to feed Valenzuela on Forbes. She's so good at that up and under move.
She reminds me of Faith Masonis from last year, right? Faith, struggled to make regular layups, loves making reverse layups and the harder layups. And Mariana does the same thing. She's so crafty down there.
It's nearly a mirrored image. And what a run from Seton Hall, cutting the deficit down 15 at their most to now 6. 7:18 in the second quarter.
This is
When you arrive ready for something good, you'll leave connected to something greater. Marquette University.
Sir, it seems that the Gladiator is getting a lot of positive social sentiment.
Innovation changes everything. With one investment, you can access the NASDAQ 100 innovators who are rethinking the world. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
After 85 years, the Jeep brand is still keeping it fresh. Bringing you more choices, more features, and even more adventure for everyone. Start your adventure today with a great deal on a new Jeep brand vehicle. Jeep, there's only one.
Right now, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S-Gas model for $359 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends February 2nd. Visit your local Jeep brand dealer.
Great drive fuels the leaders of tomorrow and today. Great vision paves the way for a brighter future. Great ambition goes places, moving onward and upward. Great empathy finds strength in kindness and in each other, working together to create something bigger than they ever imagined. Great minds can change the world, and great minds start at Seton Hall.
Here we go from Mohegan Sun Arena.
How about this atmosphere? It's electric in here.
Sellout crowds 3 consecutive days. AZ5 is stealing it.
This is going to be a good one, John.
Oh, boy! The 10,000 here tell the story of how much they appreciate greatness. What a legacy.
Big East women's basketball is brought to you by Invesco QQQ, the official ETF of the Big East Conference. Lauren, these teams are so close when you talk about normal record, conference record, net ranking. Who's going to be the team that stands on the podium in the Big East with UConn? Is it going to be one of these teams, or is it going to be Villanova? We're going to have to see as this season stretches on, but that's why tonight is so important.
Yeah, tonight is so important because, one, as you see Bishop there get a wide open lane. That's a great job by Seton Hall actually setting screens. They set a screen, they're able to get her open. But yeah, if you have aspirations to make the NCAA tournament, to finish top 3 or 4 in the league, you have to win the game tonight. It starts tonight.
Golden Eagles haven't scored in the second quarter. Pirates deficit down to 4. Mason loses the ball, another turnover for the Golden Eagles. They're up to 8. Seton Hall has just 1.
Yeah, and that was one of Coach Pizzella's keys to the games. He wanted to win the turnover battle by 6. So right now, they're on pace to do that. They got to continue to take care of the basketball.
And just like Seton Hall in the first quarter, Marquette in the second quarter has got to find a spark. Here's Bishop. 2 strong. And here's Porter the other way.
I like the aggressiveness by Bishop, though. That was a good shot by her. She's only a freshman, but she does not play like running. In this game right now, she's playing with that confidence. Just got to get those shots to fall.
Eads through the contact on the screen. Forbes flyby blocked by Valenzuela.
Great block. Coach Pizzella said they want to get her off the three-point line. Don't let her shoot threes. You've seen them do that all night, running Forbes off the line right there.
Another set play for Seton Hall as they settle in. 15 for Codio. Eads on a cut. Nice backdoor feed from Bishop.
Great job right there by the Seton Hall Pirates. Cutting backdoor, getting an easy look, getting Jada Eads going as she gets more comfortable playing in this game after missing the last 2 with injury. Marquette
needs an answer. Pirates on a 9-0 run to open the quarter. It's a 1-possession game. Eads forces the turnover.
Love to see that back-to-back turnovers forced by Eads. The sophomores going against the senior right now. She has her a little rattled. Love to see the energy right now that Seton Hall is playing with on the defensive end.
She averages nearly 2 a game, and each one just keeps getting bigger and bigger as this stretch goes for Seton Hall. Marquette looking for an answer as Bridget Utberg checks in. Kara Consuegra doesn't like to switch up the lineup, but she might not have a choice. Valenzuela on Forbes, dancing in the paint. And she's blocked. Forbes, the Big East leader in that category.
Yeah, good defense right there. Not fouling, sliding her feet, staying straight up. But I like the aggressiveness by Valenzuela. That's a really good sign for Seton Hall, but even better defensive effort there by Forbes.
Olivia Porter, career high 23. Coming off an honor roll week, she's yet to score in this one. Seton Hall's defense has been conniving.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job on her. She does a really good job with this lineup that has 4 people, double figures, as you see her with the pull-up right there. She's okay with not scoring, where the other 4 are. But again, Seton Hall doing a good job keying in on her, not letting her go off like Creighton did last game.
Need some communication on that rebound. Valenzuela and Catalan were both fighting for it.
You know, Catalan wants it. That's what she does. But again, a good job there by Seton Hall. You see the turnover right now. But again, they're doing a good job settling in. Just the momentum has switched so much. You could feel it here in Walsh from the Marquette Golden Eagles in the first quarter to the Seton Hall Pirates here in the second quarter.
Much needed break for Valenzuela and Eads. They both check out. Pinckney and Savannah Jones in the game for the Hall.
Key minutes here for Jones. We don't see her that much with her size and her strength. That's why Coach Pizzella wants her to play today. But she does a really good job. She always knows the scout. It'd be important for her to be solid defensively right now.
Looks like Seton Hall shifting back to a man-to-man. Catalan doing extra work on the perimeter. Codio comes up with a steal on Forbes. She's had a quiet night as well. One of the Big East best having a rough night, and Seton Hall's defense has been a big factor.
Yeah, she doesn't like to put the ball on the ground and do what she had to do right there. She likes to shoot it from 3, and Seton Hall doing a good job of not allowing her to do that.
Catalan, shifty baseline move. Extra pass to Codio off the mark. Pinckney nearly came up with another steal. Codio sends that one out of bounds, and look out. The French horn goes for a tumble.
It's a really good effort there by Codio. She misses the shot. She doesn't pout, gets back, gets a tip out of bounds, almost knocking out the band, but thankfully she did not.
Folks, I can't emphasize it enough. Skylar Forbes off the floor, but Marquette still yet to score in this first quarter. This game has been a tale of 2 different quarters.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a Seton Hall team that struggled, now a Marquette team that struggled. These teams know each other so well that, again, they're able to take away some strengths that the other team has. And I think when Vice went out, it really shook up Marquette in that first quarter.
There just seems like there is something covering the Marquette bucket right now. No one can find a way in.
Can Seton Hall now capitalize this? They can either tie or take the lead on this possession right here. This is a really important possession for them, confidence-wise, going into the halftime. Let's see what they run here. Let's see if they're able to get a bucket.
Yeah, quick correction. No points in this second quarter for the Golden Eagles. That fact remains. Here's Valenzuela. The freshman Bishop driving inside, physical contact, and draws the foul from Volker.
Yeah, Bishop's playing on another level right now. She really is determined to get to the rim. I don't know if she has a little vendetta against Marquette for being out from the Midwest, but she's really aggressive in this game. You see her put her head down, get to the rim. For as physical as this game is, there's not been a lot of foul calls. That's only the second one in the second quarter, so a really good job by the officials letting them play.
Another young recruit from Minnesota. It's one of 3 on this Seton Hall roster. They've got 4 from Florida, just 2 different pipelines that Coach Bozzella finds his way to.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Seton Hall is you can recruit nationally. You can obviously recruit New York City, Connecticut, Maryland, but you also have New York City, so you can go out and you can recruit nationally, and that's what he's been able to do here. He doesn't shy away from going all the way out to California to right in his backyard, and you see that with the roster makeup right now.
And the Pirates have tied the game, down 15 in the first quarter. Porter trying to do anything. Open look for Vice. Off the mark. That's her first miss tonight.
Yeah, a lot harder to make a shot when now you haven't scored in a while. There's a lot of pressure. So again, Seton Hall doing a good job of making Marquette really uncomfortable on that offensive end.
Valenzuela back out on the floor for Seton Hall, but still no Jada Eads.
I think Coach Bozzella said he wanted to play her in spurts. Obviously, she hasn't played in almost 3 weeks, so doesn't want to leave her out there, wants her to have her legs come the fourth quarter.
Bishop back to Valenzuela, burning by her defender.
Big basket there by Valenzuela. Again, she's been a constant for this Seton Hall team all year, but you can see it on her face. She understands the importance of this game. She has a different look than I've seen in games past.
Pirates have their first lead since the 8-minute mark in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's really a good job by them. I mean, Tony Bozzella's teams are never out of it, right? They take on the personality of him. He's a fighter. He plays, I say he plays hard, but he coaches hard. And his team's going to do the same thing. They're never going to quit. You see that here in the second quarter.
2 minutes left. There's still a 0 in the box score right now for the Golden Eagles. They need a bucket more than ever.
Yeah, we talk about how they held Creighton to 2 points, and I don't think they've been held to 2 points like you see right now. So really impressive job by the Pirates.
Porter off the mark. Second chance. There's the answer. Sharia Smith. Just 37 total minutes in Big East play. She's the answer that Marquette needed.
Yeah, and really good job by Coach Consuegra, understanding that her normal players aren't really playing well, so let me go to the bench. Let me see if I can get a spark. She brings Smith in here, gets that and one right there. Good job by Coach Consuegra and her staff to trust, the girls that are coming off the bench.
Just a minute played in the matchup against Creighton. Who would have thought she would help Marquette in this one retake the lead when they need it the most?
Yeah, big bucket right there. Good job by her making that free throw for that three-point play.
Here's Bishop. 1:40 left in this second quarter. Codio through the contact, but it's going to go the other way.
Good job there by Marquette stepping in, taking charge. Again, who else? Smith, we were just talking about that, hasn't had a big role. Credit to her coming in, ready to play in this game. You see her step in right here, take that charge.
The redshirt junior from Columbus, Ohio. Just 24 games she appeared in last season. Redshirting as a sophomore, she's been with this program through the coaching changes, and she's making an impact tonight. Here's Smith again. Off the mark. Rebound by the freshman Bishop.
Love to see Catalan get going here. She hasn't scored yet in the game. Would love to see her be able to get a basket going into halftime.
Still no Jada Eads for this group. Valenzuela remains on the bench as well. Codio through the contacts, and there's a carry. Codio falling victim to a few fouls called in a row on her.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. I thought Marquette had reached in and hit it out of her hand. But again, either way, it has that turnover right there. Let's see if Seton Hall can get out and get a stop right now. You see right here, I thought she hit the ball, the Marquette player, but either way, Seton Hall's got to settle in right now and get a defensive stop.
Under a minute in this first half. Melmans drives baseline, gives it up to Smith. Too short. Again, Zahara Bishop with the board. Up to 4 on the night. Make it 5.
Big possession here. About 12-second difference in the shot clock and game clock. Can Seton Hall get a basket here, get a stop, going to halftime with the lead?
Eads back out on the floor. We'll see if they go to her. No, Bishop calls her own number, and it's off the mark. Vice in transition. Shot clock is dark with 20. Melman saves it. Mason with 10. Still beyond the perimeter. Vice is there, cuts the pass off, and is in the cup. 5-point lead for the 3-point lead for the Golden Eagles at half, as that nearly went in for Eads.
Yeah, that almost made that shot going into halftime. But again, great.
With this second half, Lauren, I need some keys for each of these teams.
Yeah, for Marquette, is Vice healthy enough? If she's not, who's going to step up for them? We talked about Forbes not scoring, Vice maybe being injured, so who's going to carry that load? And then for Seton Hall, they can't win the game if Eads and Catalan aren't going to be up there in shots taken. As you see Catalan right there on cue getting to the basket, they can't win if they're not the leading shot takers for the Seton Hall team. So it'll be interesting to see what they do come out in the second half.
Marquette's first possession seemed like that ball just wouldn't go in for Savannah Catalan. Still quiet tonight with no points.
Yeah, quiet against I mean, she's never quiet because she feels a stat sheet. Let's not get that twisted. But again, from a point standpoint, only had 6 points against Providence. As you see right there, a big basket by Mason. And again, no points tonight. So Seton Hall's really got to get Catalan going.
Another quiet night was Jaden Mason. That's her first bucket as well. A lot of these Marquette staples. We haven't seen a lot of Volker, not a lot of Forbes, not a lot of Mason, and still nothing from Porter. There's a turnover. Vice, she looks healthy as ever in this second half.
Yeah, Seton Hall's got to be careful with those turnovers. They can't have unforced turnovers when they're playing an NCAA tournament team like this Marquette Golden Eagles are.
Porter off the screen. Open look for Forbes. No good again. Volker with a tipped offensive rebound to Vice. Another tipped out pass. This time it's Forbes.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Seton Hall's intensity is right now. Marquette has the extra step. And you see Coach Dillard call this quick timeout. To my point, Seton Hall has not come out with the fire that they need in a game of this level.
Vice with 15 and 7. What a start to the second half for the Golden Eagles.
When there's a smile in your heart, there's no better time to start. Think of all the joy you'll find. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Enjoy a free dining plan for kids ages 3 to 9 with the purchase of select Walt Disney Travel Company 2026 packages.
Power you can feel. Comfort tuned to you. And control you can count on. Welcome to the Genesis G70. Lease the G70 for $299 per month. Exclusively at your Tri-State Genesis retailers.
Those who know what it means to serve, who wear the uniform now, who grew up watching loved ones put it on, who hung it up years ago. Those are our people. The military community and their families. We've been proudly serving them for over 100 years. Because here, we take care of our own. USAA, become a member today.
I'll have the burger. Actually, I'll have the chicken.
I feel like everyone's looking at us.
Told you that barber was legit.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Oh, yes, sir.
The ball is already rolling now for this new season.
Marquette with a quick 4-0 run to start the quarter. Let's see how it happened. Really, this turnover. Vice working on a double-double. She's the Big East leader in that category, and she had Codio lost on that bucket.
Yeah, the turnovers are really a tough one to start the second half when you're playing, like we talked about, an NCAA-type game. You just can't have unforced turnovers. And then Seton Hall not rebounding. That's not like them. Second chance opportunities. So, again, they started to struggle a little bit to start the first quarter, struggling a bit now to start the third quarter, but they can't get in a hole, can't dig themselves in a hole against the Marquette team this good and expect to come out with a victory.
Great second half start for the second-year head coach, Kara Consuegra. Won 66% of her games so far as a head coach, 32-16. And really one of the craziest stories, bringing back every single player from last year's roster in just her first year as a head coach. They're the only team in the nation to do that. The trust and the foundation she's built has been tremendous. Valenzuela's normally 100% shooting shot off the mark.
But that's a great shot. And again, it's Valenzuela taking the shot, which is one of the Pirates' three best players. Wide open layup. She's going to make that 9 out of 10. So again, if Seton Hall can just execute like that, they're going to be okay.
Volker with a 5-footer, and it toilet bowls out. Bishop ahead of the pack, 2-on-1 with Eads. Eads, nice job saving the pass, and she finishes at the cup.
That's the Seton Hall team we know. Again, they're only down 5. It feels like a lot more, but they just have to continue to do what they do to be successful. Don't play outside of themselves.
You can feel it. Marquette has come out in the second half with a different intensity. Double team underneath. Last touch by Catalan.
Yeah, good job there. Seton Hall was in the help defense. They just had Mason pick up a dribble. She got a little bit stuck, but credit to her staying with the ball, staying with the play, and keeping the possession alive for Marquette.
Mason, normally a havoc when it comes to bringing the ball up the floor and being shifty with her size and speed. Only a 2-point night tonight. She's off the mark there again, and Bishop is there with the board. Catalan not slowing down anytime soon, but picks up her dribble.
Good decision there by Savannah. That's why she's so special. A lot of players would have just chucked that up because they haven't got a lot of shots, but she's a complete team player. She understood it wasn't a great shot, so she did a good job swinging that ball out.
Eads 4 points tonight. She holds with 12. Over to her mate, Catalan. Step through. Tries to get it to the cup. Valenzuela with a beautiful rebound. Puts it right back up and in.
Good job there by Valenzuela, keeping that ball alive. But that's where Seton Hall has to be careful. This is a really good Marquette team. Going to be hard to go one-on-one and get easy baskets. So they got to continue to move the ball, set screens, get open looks that way.
Mason to Vice. Vice off the mark. Codio board. Pirates are within a possession. They are not slowing down.
Love to see Eads get a basket here. Again, their spark, their point guard.
Bishop calling for it. Driving, baseline. Push shot, no good. Mason draws 3 defenders out to Vice, but she holds. Porter looking for some help, nearly turns it over. Back to Porter with 15. Bishop is draped on her, and Porter's fouled. That'll be on the floor.
Really heads-up play there by Porter. Bishop was so on her. All she had to do was spin off her and get to the rim. Again, Seton Hall's got to be careful. You want to pressure, but you want to pressure the correct way so you don't allow them to get easy looks at the rim.
Scratch that. That foul is on Catalan on the backside of the bucket. As Bishop and Valenzuela take a seat, Kraft and Jones in for the Hall.
Jones did a really good job in that first half. Again, she's a player that doesn't need to score. She's just really good defensively. Really like her in the Seton Hall lineup.
Volker from 3. It's good. A much-needed Marquette triple.
Big basket there by Marquette. Good answer by them. Again, swinging the ball around, getting a wide open look for Volker.
Here's Eads. Backdoor feed to Jones. Finds Codio. Still needs help. Great save from Eads on the errant pass from Kraft. 10 on the timer for Seton Hall. Eads with a pull-up 3 and a rough shot, heavily contested. It's going the other way with Marquette. Here's Mason. Porter back out to Mason. Open look. That's off the mark with Codio ripping it down. Eads cross-court pass, in rhythm 3, off the mark. Last touch by Codio, and Marquette has the ball.
Really good look there by Eads, but again, when you're not getting a lot of shots or a lot of good looks, then you start to press a little bit, but I like that shot in transition. I always want Seton Hall to get her some more looks like that.
This quarter flying by.
Honestly, the game flying by. Not a lot of foul calls in this level of intensity and physicality.
We're halfway through the third. Marquette leads by 6.
After 85 years, the Jeep brand is still keeping it fresh. Bringing you more choices, more features, and even more adventure for everyone. Start your adventure today with a great deal on a new Jeep brand vehicle. Jeep, there's only one.
Right now, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S-Gas model for $359 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends February 2nd. Visit your local Jeep brand dealer.
Great drive fuels the leaders of tomorrow and today. Great vision paves the way for a brighter future. Great ambition goes places, moving onward and upward. Great empathy finds strength in kindness and in each other, working together to create something bigger than they ever imagined. Great minds can change the world, and great minds start at Seton Hall.
When you arrive ready for something good, you'll leave connected to something greater. Marquette University.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify. Banking built for real life. No jargon. No hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more? Spend smarter? Build wealth? We've got your back. With 0 hidden fees and game-changing savings rates. This is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Golden Eagles lead by 6. Jackson Shank and Lauren DeFalco here for you. Jordana Codio struggling when it comes to turnovers. She's got the team's only turnovers with 5, and that's really been the thing that has brought Marquette back to life to start the second half.
Yeah, we talked about it when you're playing in this level of a game and this high stakes of a game. Taking care of the basketball is so important. You need every single possession, so hopefully she can take care of the basketball. But again, credit to the rest of the Seton Hall team for not turning the ball over and having only a season low right now, 5 turnovers.
Pirates have got to settle it down a little bit. 2 halves where they just haven't had the best of starts. Got to come out hotter.
Absolutely. This is a big 5 minutes for them right now. How are they going to respond? You see them come out again in that 2-3 zone, which they were really good with in the first half. So how are they going to respond defensively, but more importantly, offensively?
From the corner, Porter, no good. Rebound, Kraft over Weiss. That's a big one.
Yeah, big miss there by Porter. Again, we talked about how she had 5 threes against Creighton. But again, just a little bit quiet tonight. Good job by Seton Hall keying in on her, understanding where she is.
Catalan faces heavy contact through the lane. Gets it out to Kraft. Foul going the other way.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I know she put the arm out, but it had no bearing on the play. I don't know if we're going to see a replay here or not. But again, I think I jinxed them when I said that nobody else had a turnover. As you see the turnover right there. And again, you just got to take care of the basketball, got to keep the ball in Eads and Catalan's hands.
Tony Bazzello looking for an answer, and heavy contact with Eads and Mason as Eads trying to spark this team back to life. But it's their 3rd foul already in the quarter.
That's okay. That's a good aggressive play. You'll see Eads right here almost get the steal. Like, that's Seton Hall basketball. They got to play the way they play. They press, they trap, they're aggressive, and it's a good sign to see them doing it here in the 3rd quarter.
Golden Eagles break the press. Forbes still looking for her first bucket, and she's got it.
Good job there by Marquette breaking the press, again, being able to get the ball and get, honestly, a really easy layup for their leading scorer.
This lead continues to grow for the Golden Eagles. Now up to 8, 34-26, 3:55 in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Seton Hall only has 4 points in this quarter. It looks like the first quarter was, where they just struggled to score, understand what they're trying to do.
Eads with 8, trying to find something. Kraft in the corner, a massive 3.
Huge 3 there by Ja'Kayla Kraft. We talked about her earlier. We love how she's playing in her sophomore year. Does a really good job of understanding when to score and how to score.
Mason over the head pass, flyby for Forbes. The answer for the Golden Eagles.
And sometimes that easy layup that she just had the possession before is what kind of gets you going. So now she got a wide open look, steps in it confidently, and knocks it down.
Skylar Forbes came off a Big East low 12 against Creighton. She was quiet tonight, but boy, has Marquette awoken a sleeping giant. Catalan hits the floor hard. She's fouled.
Good job there by Savannah attacking. But yeah, Skylar Forbes, 2nd in the Big East in scoring. So you can't imagine she's going to stay quiet for too long. You can see the kick out right here to Kraft. Good job stepping in, knocking it down confidently.
Still 8 points separates these two teams with 3 minutes left. Somehow Catalan saves that off the hands of Volker. Catalan Euros through the lane, a floater goes. Boy, did she need that.
Big shot, and still not an easy shot. She has not had a clean look tonight at the rim. Credit to Marquette understanding who Seton Hall's most important player was and taking her out. And again, just a breakdown there by Seton Hall on the defensive end.
Golden Eagles are picking apart this press. Catalan finally on the board. Mariana Valenzuela back in for the Hall. A fresh look from 3. She needed it. And so did the Hall. They've got life in this 3rd quarter as they pull within 5.
Big basket there by Venezuela. Great job by Seton Hall. See, Coach Adele loves his timeouts. He loves to keep them, but you see him call right there because they're struggling to figure out what they're in the defensive end. He understands how important these next 2 minutes and 24 seconds are.
Both of these squads making each of their last 3 buckets. We're starting to see the teams that we thought we would see all of tonight. They're hitting their strides late in this 3rd quarter. Is there anything that Seton Hall can continue to do? Marquette has come out, they fresh, just like that 1st quarter. Where is the answer?
Yeah, I think Seton Hall is pressing a little bit, actually pressing, but pressing because they're behind. They have to stay disciplined. I think if they play solid half-court defense, they'll get their stops. And then for Marquette, continue what they're doing. They're doing a really good job of not settling until they get an open look. They do a really good job of that on the offense end. For playing so many seniors and juniors, they're so unselfish. They have 4 players that score in double figures, which means they're really unselfish and they don't care who gets all the credit.
12th in the NCAA with 19 assists per game. One of the best passing teams in the country, and you see why as they break the press. Forbes kicks it out to Porter with 20. Hail Mary pass to Weiss. It's taken away down low by Eads. Jada up the floor, handoff. Catalan drives through the contact. It's a blocking foul. Catalan to the line for 2.
That's the Seton Hall basketball that we were talking about. Jada Eads getting posted up. She probably gives up 5 or 6 inches here on this post up. She battles. She rips it right out of her hands. Leads to a 2-1 fast break. And Catalan's on the receiving end, which is what we want to see, that Jada Eads to Savannah Catalan combination.
5-point deficit. Catalan has a chance to cut that to 3. Coming off one of the worst, the worst shooting performance she's had all year. 37 minutes against Providence. She was 0 for 4 from 3, 1 for 8 from the floor. Trying to get her stride back. She sinks the first there.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you take away your point guard, right? Savannah likes to play off the ball. She's so effective off the ball. Coach Bozzella tried to move her to on the ball because he wanted the ball in her hands, and he blamed himself. He thought he messed her up by doing that. So now that she has Jada back, as you see her make the second, she's going to get more comfortable.
And that's where she is so valuable. One of the best free throw shooters in the country. She's at an 85% clip.
Yeah, and she's just so valuable. We talk about how she only has 6 points, but she draws so many fouls. She assists. She just does so much for the Seton Hall team.
Massive break of the press. Here's Weiss, blocked by Valenzuela underneath the basket. Eads the other way. Settles on the elbow, has to give it up. Under 2 minutes, a 1-possession game here in Walsh Gym. A battle for the 3 spot in the Big East Conference. Valenzuela kicks it out wide. Extra pass to Kraft. And it's good! Tie game here in Walsh.
We talked about that all game, right? Just move the ball side to side. Make Marquette guard you. Be unselfish, and then get a wide-open shot. Huge basket by Kraft right there.
Back-to-back blocks by Valenzuela. Does Marquette have an answer? 16 on the timer. Porter looking for options. 10 on the timer for the Golden Eagles. Still on the perimeter with 5. Inside to Forbes. Valenzuela, Eads on the double team. Hands in the cookie jar. Ahead to Kraft. And it's poked away.
Great effort there by Mason. The senior guard saw that layup. She chased it from behind. Again, great kick ahead, but even better effort right there. And again, it's Jada Eads again, right? Posted up, giving up the inches. She grabs the ball, hits the outlet. This is why Jada Eads is so important for the Seton Hall team.
12 turnovers for Marquette. That doubles Seton Hall with 6. And the Pirates, in lightning fashion, have come back to tie this game. 8-0 run in the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, when they do what they're supposed to do, share the basketball, attack, play really good defense, they're really effective.
Valenzuela through contact for the lead.
And that's why you go get a player of Mariana Valenzuela's level from Florida State, because when the game is getting close and when you need a bucket, she's that good, she can get you one.
She didn't get here until August. She's making the biggest impact of any transfer in this program. Pinckney, quick hands.
Great job there. Again, Seton Hall comes out in that 2-3 zone. This is why Shea Pinckney is so important. You look at her stat line, she only averaged a little less than 5 points a game. She brings the toughness. She's a senior. She wants to win. She'll do whatever she needs for her team to be successful. That's what Seton Hall was missing in the first half.
It's lively in Walsh Gym. Shea Pinckney with 35 on the timer. 10 seconds separate. Shot and game. Catalan a deep 3. No good. Rebound Mason.
Love that shot, though. Love that play call. Get your leading scorer a wide open shot. That's what Seton Hall needs to do. And now you see him come back in that 2-3 zone again, giving Marquette some struggles.
Pirates by 2. We're at the end of quarter number 3. How does this chapter close? Mason on the perimeter, 5 seconds. Pinckney with the defense. Out to Smith. Smith's got to chuck it up. And a foul with 0.1 seconds. And it's 2 free throws. No, they're going to check if it's 2 or 3.
Wow, that's a tough call right there on Seton Hall.
It's Messiah Hunter, had her hands straight up, and Smith through the contact.
Gotta be sure if you make that call that it is the correct call. Officials going to the monitor right now to see if it's a 3 or a 2. Coach Bozzella, in the women's game you can challenge now, but you can't challenge a call. So you can't challenge if that was a foul or not. You can only challenge certain things. Maybe she hits her on the arm there. I'm not too sure.
What a whistle to end this half the way it's gone. Marquette, nearly 3 minutes without a bucket. They've had 3 turnovers in that stretch. Seton Hall has made 5 of their last 6. That aggressive defense, sometimes it can be the thing that changes the outcome of a given game, and whether it's positive or negative. Did we see contact? The left arm is there and around it, and Smith just went up with it.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, not that it's the wrong call, it's just a tough call for a Seton Hall break. I think Messiah just kind of got caught up a little bit, and it's only going to be 2 shots, but she just got caught up being aggressive. Hey, listen, you'll take those fouls as a coach if your team is playing hard.
Sharia Smith, 7 of 8 from the line this season. A massive 2 free throws to end this quarter. Has a chance to tie the game. And the first one's off the mark. Seton Hall will remain in the lead.
Yeah, you can hear Walsh Gymnasium really starting to get loud, especially on these foul shots. And for a player like Smith who hasn't been in these situations, this is nerve-wracking for her.
She'll take one. It'll be a 1-point lead for the Pirates headed to Golden Eagles will have possession to start the 4th. How will this one end? Just 1 point separates these 2 teams for a podium spot in the Big East standings.
Love that Seton Hall staying in this 2-3 zone.
It's been working.
Yeah.
There's the steal from Codeo.
If you don't play against it a lot, you're not prepared for it as much, and I think that's what Marquette has seen, a lot of man-to-man.
Here's Valenzuela. Spins on Volker. Can't get the shot through. What a slap pass from Zahara Bishop. Catalan, open Codeo from 3. No good. High arcing rebound. 2 Pirates collide and Vice comes up with it.
Great shot, though. Great movement by the Pirates. A wide open 3 by Codeo. Just not able to knock it down, but that's a great offensive set by them.
Smith puts it on the deck. Left hand through. No good, and Valenzuela can't come up with the rebound.
Yeah, good job there by Valenzuela on the defensive end. Just not able to capture it. But again, a good job being tough there on the defensive end, and especially not fouling.
It'll be Porter underneath the basket for Marquette. Still no one scores in the first minute of action so far in this 4th quarter. Volker on the inbound. Smith from the stripe has to give it up to Mason. Shot clock winding down to 10. Consuegra shouting commands from the bench. Mason off the screen. 4 seconds. Mason up with it. Off the glass, the soft touch.
Good job by the senior right there, keeping the ball in her hands, getting a really good look at the basket.
Golden Eagles retake the lead. Valenzuela, open outlet pass from 3. It's too short.
2 great looks, though, by Seton Hall. Great shot there. That's what they want. Again, they're going to knock them down. If they don't, you can live with that at the end of the game, but your best players are taking the shots. It's a really good job the last 2 possessions by Seton Hall.
Catalan, quick foul. That's her first personal. Kind of crunched Jaden Mason between her and Hallie Weiss.
Yeah, tough physical game. But like we said, credit to the officials. Not a lot of foul calls. They're letting them play.
Here's Mason with 15. Pirates doing a great job shutting down the first 15 seconds of each of these shot clocks. Forbes gives it up. Smith, up and under is good.
Good job there by Marquette. Really patient. Got the ball into the middle of the paint, which is really important against his zone.
Codeo finds her way through. What a block from Forbes. And that's a travel from Volker. Double dribble, scratch that.
Great call by Joe Vasili, Final Four referee. He was trailing the play right there, but he saw how awkward it looked. Really big call by him not to miss that.
And a massive, massive turnover that goes the way of Seton Hall.
Yeah, big stop there by Forbes. Again, not lighting it up on the offensive end, but she's still competing on the defensive end.
Pirates looking for an answer in this 4th quarter. Catalan has it stripped by Porter. That's a foul.
Yeah, you saw Savannah come off that handoff and hesitate and then go. Don't hesitate. She's got to go. If they're going to win the game right now, her and Eads got to get going in this fourth quarter. Make Marquette defend them for the remaining 7 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, the real story, I'll say, though, for Marquette, Sharia Smith. Look at the trust that Kara Consuegra is putting in her redshirt junior.
Yeah, we always said as coaches, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And to Smith's credit, I'm sure she practices every day. She competes, and that her number's called. Did you see Catalan getting downhill we're talking about? But for Smith, her number was called. She was ready to go.
Catalan pulls the Pirates within one, 44-43, 7:35 left in this fourth quarter. Press is back on for the Hall. Marquette's done a really solid job of breaking through it, and it's Jaden Mason taking it up all the way herself.
Yeah, that press is good, though. It's making Marquette get into their offense 10 seconds in, which is a little bit uncomfortable. I think that's what Seton Hall is trying to do. Maybe not steal it as much as just make them more uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Forbes, cross-court pass Mason, 8 seconds left. And that'll go the other way, Mason with another turnover.
Ooh, big 3-second call there. I haven't seen that all game. Big 3-second call there by the official. Good job by Seton Hall being solid on the defensive end.
One-point game, 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, would love to see either Valenzuela, Eads, or Catalan get a good look here or make the right decision.
Or maybe Valenzuela. Too strong. Catalan with a rough board. Valenzuela hesitates. Pirates still have a fresh 15. As they go to Eads. Eads back to Codio. Codio to the cup, and she's fouled.
Good take there by Jordana, not settling for the outside shot. Puts the ball on the ground. This is what we've been talking about all game. If they just make Marquette work and don't just go one-on-one, you see multiple passes here. That's where Marquette struggles to guard. That's where Seton Hall can be effective.
The senior transfer is 73% shooter this season from the stripe. She made her third straight start tonight since the Columbia game on December 9th. And the Pirates tie the score. Here's their upcoming schedule. It's presented by Alumnify. Let's go. At DePaul, then to Providence, hosting UConn. At Georgetown as well. The schedule doesn't get any easier. And outside of UConn, all those games are must-wins.
Looks like Catalan might have hit her elbow when she went for that loose ball. I don't know if she's bleeding or not. I think that's what Joe Vizilli, the head official, was just looking at. But she got the clear okay sign and got a little nervous there when they blew the whistle that she might have gotten injured, but she's good to go.
18 on the timer for Seton Hall out of the inbound. Bishop, again, tough shot and way off the mark. A lot of contested shooting from the freshman tonight.
Yeah, those are just tough shots. You can't take those tough shots in a situation like this. She wasn't open. Would love to see, again, what we talked about, Seton Hall move the ball side to side, get better looks than that.
Forbes down low, finds Weiss on the turnaround. What an answer from the Golden Eagles.
That's the difference right there. They work the ball around, they get the ball into Haley Weiss's hands right there, and Seton Hall's got to be careful. It's a big possession right now. Make sure they get the shot that they want.
Marquette back in front by 2. Valenzuela on Forbes, spinning, faking, out to Codio. 14 on the timer, and an off-ball foul. Weiss picks it up. Gonna have to watch how this fourth quarter plays out with the fouls. Marquette's already up to 3, just under 6 minutes left. Right out of the inbound, Codio scores, tie game.
Big basket there by Codio. Great execution out of the timeout to get an easy look right there.
6th time this game we've seen a tie from these two teams. We've had 7 lead changes, and we've got another. Lee Volker from deep.
Big three-point shot there by Lee Volker, stepping up, knocking it down. Great job by the senior.
She's got 15 tonight, and she's 60% from deep. Valenzuela looking for an answer, and she does.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Mariana Valenzuela, huge answer. And again, another big timeout by Coach Bozzella.
It's a back and forth battle in the Big East. We're tied, all knotted up at 49. 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
The Disney Resorts Collection is the most magical place to stay at the most magical place on Earth. And with extra time any of the 4 theme parks, why would you stay anywhere else? Start saving today.
100 years ago, no one would insure cars for military members. So they did it themselves. A group of 25 soldiers backed each other. A century later, we're still serving the military and their families. Not just because it's the right thing to do. It's in our DNA. Those values that our founders shared: honor, service, loyalty, integrity. Those are the things we live by, and why our members know we'll be there. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
I'll have the burger. Actually, I'll have the chicken.
I feel like everyone's looking at us.
Told you that barber was legit.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Oh, yes, sir.
Both of these squads starting to hit their stride from deep, and it's been Marquette's calling card all season long. Seton Hall has been able to answer. Mariana Valenzuela has been the one for Seton Hall who can really drop it from deep. Got a team high 19, and neither team backing down as we hit the 5-minute mark in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's why they're both atop of a tough Big East league, because they know how to win on the road, they know how to win at home. And again, Savannah Catalan, who else, drawing the foul. What a huge turnover by Marquette.
And that is how you impact the game. Something to note as well, Pirates 1 away from the bonus. Next foul, they'll be shooting.
That's huge as this game goes on, especially at the end of the game if they have to foul.
Codio open look off the inbound. She couldn't corral it. Second chance effort from Pinckney, and she's to the line. The rest of those Marquette fouls for the game will lead to free throws for the Hall.
That's huge. Right now, as you see, Jordana Codio lost the contact, so you'll see give her a second here to get that. But that's a great point. That's huge that every other foul now, or every time Seton Hall is fouled, they'll go to the line. But again, great effort there by Shane Pinckney. Great inbound pass to Codio. She was able to finish. Pinckney stays with it. This is why you play seniors late in the games, because they do whatever they need to do to win.
And Seton Hall's got to hustle. If they don't have another contact for Jordana Codio, she's going to be out there flying blind. We'll take a look in the meantime at Marquette's upcoming schedule. Boy, do they have some good ones on tap. That St. John's game, they need to respond after they came to the Al McGuire Center and knocked Marquette off its horse.
Yeah, when we talked to the staff before the game, they thought that St. John's game was kind of their wake-up call. They've won 3 straight. They played fantastic for the last 3 games since that St. John's game, but they know that's a game that they let slip away.
That upcoming schedule was presented by Alumnify. Let's go. Pirates retake the lead. It's the 8th lead change tonight. This one in favor of the Hall, 50-49.
Yeah, we're in for a really good 5 minutes and 7 seconds.
Pinckney makes 2, and the Pirates lead by as many. The Pirate press not going anywhere. And what a timeout call by the back judge as well. Kara Consuegra doing everything she can to hold on to possession.
Yeah, so Seton Hall doesn't get that timeout, but they make Marquette burn a timeout. Now they're only down to 2 as the game goes, so what a great job. Now Marquette only has 7 seconds to get over the half-court line.
And that Seton Hall press, when it has worked, it has worked. When it's not, Marquette has broken through quite easily. But as these 5 minutes,
when you press late in the game's on the line, you know you can't turn. It's way different than getting pressed earlier in the game. The pressure's up. You understand every movement, every decision has an impact on how the game's going to end. You see it right there. Marquette a little tentative now against this press.
And when you get Jade Mason in the corner and there's 2 on you, she had nowhere to go. Another turnover for the Golden Eagles. Seton Hall plus 11 in that category.
And that's one of the areas that Coach Mazzella talked to us about that he wanted to win was the turnover battle. So to your point, they are winning that right now. And a really good job by Seton Hall cranking this up.
Another key was rebounding, right? And when you look at it, Marquette is plus 7. They are 10-0 when they win the rebound battle. We'll see if that story stays true tonight.
Yeah, their last 3 games have out-rebounded opponents by 13. So they've done a really good job getting on the offensive and defensive glass.
Vice broke through the press. It's now with Mason over to Porter with 15. Under 5 to play. Seton Hall by 2. They trailed by as many as 15 in the first quarter. Mason tries to find Forbes in the hands from Valenzuela. Forbes and Valenzuela have been going at it all night.
Yeah, good job by Marquette right there. They understand the game's on the line. They're going to go into their leading score. And again, credit to Valenzuela for the tough defense, but even better job by Marquette understanding we got to get Forbes going here.
It's Valenzuela's 3rd personal foul. Porter against Catalan, nowhere to go, gives it up to Mason. Back to Forbes. Got height on Hunter, but she gives it up to Vice. Marquette's got 5 to shoot. Here's Volker in the corner. Spins around Valenzuela. Really tough shot. Rebound Hunter.
Great defensive possession right there by Seton Hall. Everybody was cued in, understand the shot clock. Did a really good job getting that defensive rebound as well.
Big time minutes from Messiah Hunter as well late in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, utility player does a little bit of everything for the Seton Hall team. Those players are so important.
Used to be in the starting lineup as well, but that has since changed. Valenzuela a long 2. No good, fighting for the rebound. A lot of contact. Hunter's under it, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Great job there by Hunter, but Valenzuela's got to be careful. She has that 3 fouls. That could have been called for an over the back right there. She's got to be careful going after those because Seton Hall needs her in this game for the last 4 minutes.
A massive 1:10 stint for Messiah Hunter gives Jordana Codio a breather to get that contact back.
Yeah, look for Hunter, though, to be back in there at the end of the games. I'm sure Coach Mazzella will go offense with defense with her. He can really trust her. She's a smart, heady player.
Pinckney looking for somebody, and she turns it over to Forbes.
That's a tough turnover right there by Seton Hall. Not a turnover you want. Got to do a good job. Make sure you execute.
Mason, full head of steam, goes charging into Eads.
And a good job by Mason there. She saw everybody was on their heels. After they get the steal right here, she put her head down. Really savvy veteran move right here. Understood if no one stops, she's going to get to the rim, or most likely she'll draw the foul.
3 team fouls for Seton Hall. They've got 1 more to give. Pirates still have the lead. Marquette's made 4 of their last 5. Here's Volker from deep. Lee Volker retakes the lead for Marquette.
What an out-of-bounds play call by Marquette. Elevator screen right there. Seton Hall fell asleep. And again, the senior steps up and knocks it down.
Volker 4 for 6 from deep. Valenzuela, the answer. Pirates ahead by 2.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I think Valenzuela has to just see a shot go in and she wants to come down and knock one down. I mean, what an answer by the Florida State transfer.
22 points for Mariana Valenzuela. Mason with 10. Porter with 5. Weiss, Volker, elbow, pushes through, and she's fouled.
Good job there. The patience that Marquette is showing, 1 second on the shot clock. They're still going to run their stuff through. Seton Hall has to say straight up, don't come down. Don't give the officials a chance to call that foul.
Marquette retaking the lead, and this might add to it with Volker finishing through the contact.
Yeah, a minute ago, right, it was 5-1. Now it's 5-4 in the foul. So in the next foul, Marquette's in the double bonus as well. The fouls have really picked up here, obviously because the intensity and the game time has picked up as well.
And scratch that, Marquette with a chance to tie the game here with Volker at the line.
Listen, the score's changing so much. It is confusing. Sometimes I look up and I say, wait, they're losing or they're winning? Because that's how back and forth it's really gone today.
10 lead changes tonight. We've been tied 7, now 8 times. Final 3 minutes from Walsh Gym. Who's going to stand on the podium in the Big East standings? Is it going to be Seton Hall or Marquette? Both of these squads 11-5. Both of these squads 5-2 in conference play. Codio, tough shot. Valenzuela's there. No refresh of the shot clock, but the reverse goes.
What a big time basket by Mariana. Big offensive rebound and putback.
She's 1 away from a season high. She's got 24 tonight.
Seton Hall staying in this 2-3 zone.
That's a massive change of possession.
Yeah.
Seton Hall has a chance to make it a 2-possession game. We have been seeing lead changes like crazy.
Marquette should really challenge that right there. I think that went off Seton Hall. Let's see if Seton Hall can get the ball in before Marquette can challenge it. I think Savannah Catalan hit that, but Seton Hall gets away with one right there.
2 minutes left. Pirates by a bucket. Codio inside. Valenzuela can't fall. Rebound Weiss. Volker to Mason. And it's stripped by Eads. Off the leg of Mason. Seton Hall ball.
Great answer there by J.D. Eads. Great job by Codio getting back. And you see Mason hurt right now. It looks like her knee. Uh-oh, we don't want to see that for the senior guard. It looks like she just came down awkwardly. She's not able to get up right now. That's just a really tough break for Marquette.
Grimacing in pain, you can see her. She's kicking the floor in frustration. She has been so solid since transferring to Marquette. We'll see the answers from the perimeter. Both teams scorching in this second half from deep. Man, Volker has been phenomenal. She's 4 for 6 tonight. Another 20-point scorer for Marquette. And Valenzuela, there has just been no answer to the transfer.
Yeah, she's so hard to guard because she can shoot the 3. She finishes inside. She just missed a bunny that was actually easier than probably most of the shots that she took tonight. But she's so versatile. When you set screens, you have to respect Eads and Catalan going. So you have to hedge, which leaves her open on the pop. She can just do so many things. This is a really great system for her because she can kind of really showcase her entire game inside and outside.
And folks, Jaden Mason, if you haven't been watching Marquette women's hoops, which I heavily encourage you to do so,
absolutely,
one of the best teams in the Big East, Jaden Mason was recruited in her first season by Kara Consuegra, came over from SIU Carbondale, where she spent 2 seasons. She was a Missouri Valley Conference all-freshman team member, and since coming to the Big East, hasn't been talked about enough. One of the most underrated guards in the conference, averaged 9 last year, and as she hit Big East play, took one of her biggest jumps. 10 of The 18 games in Big East she scored in double figures. 10 of her 13 games where she scored in double figures, she had 10 plus.
Yeah, and again, you see her come down right here, but you hit it right on the head. You talk about Skylar Forbes, you talk about Vice, you talk about Volker, we highlighted Porter, but really Mason is the heart and soul. Your point guard always is. She'll score in some games, she'll assist in other games. She does whatever it takes for Marquette, so we really hope and pray that she's going to be okay as she's getting carried off the floor, because we don't want to see her have to go out like this for the rest of the season.
Yeah, folks, there's no weight on either leg right now. She is being carried out, hoping that it's not serious and that she can get back to full health as fast as she can.
Yeah. And then how does this affect Marquette, right? She has the ball in her hands at the end of every game. Now you take that out of the lineup, and how is Marquette going to respond here? It'd be really interesting to see.
2-point game. We're under 2 minutes in the fourth. Jacayla Kraft back out on the floor for Seton Hall. Kraft has 6. Catalan, a deep 3, no good. Valenzuela poking at it. It goes to Vice. An unreal game from Hallie Vice, 17 and 12. The leader in the Big East in double-doubles, makes it 7 on the season. Porter, no points after a career high in Omaha.
This is where Seton Hall's breaking down, right? When they get under 10, let's see how they defend these last 7 seconds in the shot clock.
Vice, underneath the basket with 5-2 strong, comes up with her own rebound. No, she does not. Jacayla Kraft muscles through. What a board.
Seton Hall up 2. Marquette does not have to foul here. Obviously, they're only down 2. Seton Hall can put the game away right here if they're able to get a bucket.
Valenzuela, 10 on the timer, handoff Catalan, and there's a foul. The last player you want on the line is Savannah Catalan in these moments, and Mariana Valenzuela whispered in her ear, I know it's definitely encouragement, I know it's definitely thank you for getting to the line, we know you can put this game out of reach.
It's thank you for being so gosh darn smart and drawing so many fouls and sacrificing your body day in and day out for us. But yes, make or miss right here. I can go to bed at night if I'm Coach Mazzella and know that I put my best foul shooter on the foul line.
Walsh Gym holds their breath. Catalan connects on the first. It's a 3-point game.
Be interesting to see here. Seton Hall stay in the zone. Do they press? Does Coach call a timeout here? Coach Consuegra and advance the ball because she does have 2. That's what I think she's going to do, and it'll be interesting to see how Seton Hall combats that.
Catalan connects. A perfect night from the stripe. She comes off the worst shooting performance of her career. Also, an uncharacteristic game from the free throw line. She shot 50% from that game. Ice remains in her veins. 38 seconds left, 4 points. What does Marquette have to do here?
So Marquette's got to figure out what Seton Hall is going to come out. They've been in zone. Are they going to stay in that? And then who does Marquette want to take the shot? Do they want to go for 2 and then quick foul if they make it? Do they want to go for 3 and cut it to 1? Are they going to press after the make? You'll see the defense right here by Seton Hall and the fouls drawn by Savannah Catalan.
And in the biggest moments of tonight, Marquette in a 2.5-minute scoring drought. Seton Hall has done a phenomenal job buckling down when it matters the most, ending quarters.
Yeah,
that has been the story.
Yeah, my biggest thing is, have they learned from the Columbia game? We were here on the call. We called this game, I'm sure you watched it, where Columbia scored at the end to win it. Have they learned from that, and are they able to come out and defend it?
38 seconds. Golden Eagles advance the ball. Perfect look. Volker misses it. Rebound Vice, and she's fouled.
Great job by Vice getting on the glass there. I mean, Seton Hall got really lucky. Jada Eads went out and defended, left the inbounder to run back in. Smart, heady play by Marquette right here to get the 3. Seton Hall really fortunate that didn't go down. They got to get that defensive rebound.
The perfect call for the perfect player. Volker has 20. She's 4 of 6 from deep. Before that, she misses the open look. Vice at the stripe makes the first. She's working on a 20-point performance as well. And the 5th-year senior connects.
Seton Hall not advancing because they only have that 1 foul. without Mason in the game, it's a little different of a press. I think Seton Hall should be able to get the ball in and break this press, but Coach Villa does have that timeout in his back pocket if he needs it.
34 seconds. Can Catalan break the press? A lot of contact, and there's a foul. It's Catalan to the stripe, and Vice, she can't believe it.
Yeah, that was a little quick. I don't think Coach Consuegra wanted them to foul that fast. But again, it's a tough to get that message to your players without a timeout. I think they wanted to trap first and then try to get Seton Hall to turn the ball over. But again, to get the ball in Catalan's hands, she does a great job throwing
And you
it out.
see Vice's reaction. Catalan wasn't looking at her, but the awareness from Catalan, who's been in so many of these situations before, she knew what to do. Now she's at the stripe. Pirates by 3.
All right, now does Coach Consuegra use her last timeout and advance it? And if she does, Seton Hall learn from the last play and not be able to give up that open 3 right off the inbounds.
Fool me once, shame on me, but Lee Volker is not missing that shot again. Catalan connects on the second. It's a 4-point game. And Lauren, we've got deja vu from about 10 seconds in game time ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see here. Does Coach Villa make any adjustments on the defense to add Messiah Hunter in to get some stops here, get some rebounds, go a little bigger? Because he has that timeout, if they were to get the rebound, he can call a timeout and then sub his guards back in. So let's see what he does right now. And let's see what Marquette does. Do they run the same play? Because I don't think they had to run a play, right? They had something designed. I don't think it was her to come back in and get a wide open look. So let's see what their design was. And let's see, does Seton Hall stay zone or they try to trick him in now, go man?
Can Seton Hall close it out, or will Marquette haunt the nightmare of these Pirates? They won in here a year ago. Kara Consuegra and this staff put together a phenomenal first season. Coach of the year in the Big East. This team, they have made rumblings. They're looking to get back in the NCAA tournament for the first time in 2 seasons.
Yeah, they have a rich history of NCAA tournaments. That athletic department has done a tremendous job in their hires. Before Coach Consuegra, it was Coach Megan Duffy, who's now at Virginia Tech, then Caroline Keeger, who went on to Penn State. So they have a rich hiring and they have a rich tradition of winning.
Volker on the inbound. Porter gives it up. Forbes back to Porter. A 3. No good. Rebound Valenzuela. And she's fouled. Now if you're Marquette, believe it or not, this is the person you want to foul. Mariana Valenzuela, 48% from the line. If there's anywhere in her game she can improve, funny enough, it's with no one guarding her.
Yeah, I'm going to put I don't want to say salary, but I'll put a penny down here that she's going to make these 2. I think you could just see the look in her eyes, the way she's playing tonight. She has a game-high 24 points. I don't think she's going to miss these 2.
15 of 31 on the season. She makes the first.
I'm doing the reverse jinx for the announcers there. Make sure she makes both. Marquette has no timeouts. They can't advance. Seton Hall has to be smart here. Pick up. Don't let them push the ball too quickly down the court. But they got to get Marquette to waste a couple seconds here.
Valenzuela, a new career high with 26. Golden Eagles got to take a quick shot. And it's in and out. Valenzuela last to touch it, keeps it alive, gives it up. Melman, and it's in. 4-point game. Catalan is there. And whoa, the extra contact afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good foul. There's just a little, again, everybody just playing hard. Biggest thing right there is you just can't save the ball into your own basket, right? Just take that going out of bounds. At least you can set up right there. Again, don't want to knock the hustle on Valenzuela. Just something that she'll look back at the end of this game. Throw that ball long or just take the ball out of bounds.
But again, Savannah Catalan, the strength to hold on to that basketball.
Oh, she's not giving it up. She said she ran to that ball so fast because she wants to be on the foul line at the end of the game just as much as Coach Mazzella and his staff want her to be on the foul line.
She's got glue on her fingertips defensively and the perfect touch from the line. 9 for 9 tonight. There's a chance for the 4th time in her career for her to be perfect from the line with double-digit shots.
You're really trying to get that announcer's jinx in here. But she doesn't listen.
10 for 10 from the stripe, 6-point lead for the Hall. Marquette's got to get a shot up. It's Utberg. A high arcing three, no good. Last second shot, and it goes in. It'll go